Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So we have a special guest that goes by the name of Father of Two 98. So let's welcome him in. We're going to be talking about bullies, online bullies, and how it affected our lives. So my name is Jose. I am the host for this channel. So, um, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm actually doing a little bit of a travel thing. I'm
Yeah.
doing a trail across Maine through Massachusetts down south, a little far south. I really don't know how far I'm going to take it, but hopefully I can make it to the Keys of Florida.
Yeah.
So,
That's good.
how did you get a hold of me, and how like what what made you interested to talk about bullies, which is going on?
Um. Honestly, a friend of mine recommended me to you, but he knows the experiences I've been through. So, you know, gave me your info. I reached out. Um. And because I know I don't like bullying. I never have. Um. And I think it's a big deal for YouTube. I feel like they need to do something about it somehow. I don't know how, but they need to do something about it somehow. Uh, I know you've had your issues. I've had mine, so we can relate on some things. Uh, but that's mostly it. I have a couple questions and stuff like that. So
Can you describe what type of bullying that you have experienced out of your time on YouTube? Don't be afraid to hold back or tell everything the way how it should be told.
yeah. Um, I've been in a couple people's YouTubes videos. I don't know if you've noticed that or if anyone else has, but my name has been all around YouTube recently. I was recently in the guest mom community. I wasn't a part of it. I was just in there, talking with them and all that. Them and Flacco and all these other people, want to sit there and say I'm against LGBT community and the gay community and all this stuff when I'm not. Um, they're the type of people that just like to twist things. That's what they were doing. Uh, but I feel like if you love someone, you love them. Doesn't matter who they are. You know, it, and they people are just sitting there, bullying, making up all these lies and all these things about me, and it's not true. And it's it's really really heartbreaking. Uh, so
So, you said you had two questions. What kind of questions do you have? I'll answer them to the best knowledge that I can.
okay. Um. So what do you feel about the bullying? Like, what is your opinion on it? And do you think YouTube should try to limit it a little bit somehow?
Well, what I try to do, and if it gets too out of hand, I would literally like time them out, remove their comments, and if they don't really chill out, I block them. But lately, it's gotten to the point where it became vicious instead of child's play type thing. So I decided to just go ahead and block them, and from a another content creator sent me some useful informations, and what I starting to implement on my main channel with the premieres is only allow fans only to curb the viciousness and the ridiculous bullshit lies that these people cast upon me.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like more it's kind of hard to explain, but it's more like mind fucking.
Yeah.
I could say I got mind raped. It took my mentality of being a nice person for the from the moment that it started, like 3 years ago, and as years progress, I'm starting to realize these people have way more issues than I thought they had, and
Hmm.
sometimes it got me to wonder, like, do I really have these problems? And then when I hear certain people saying that these people are not mentally there, or they have something physically that is shorting their life to function as a normal society member. And in order to get their rage out, they go on to people like you or I or a audience down below, which is morally wrong if you ask me.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm pretty sure that it affected your life like it has. Um, could you ask or tell how it affected you in the longevity of things?
Yes. You know, it's the when people say stuff like that, um, you know, especially stuff that's not true. You know, for me, I was getting all these negative comments and all that, which, you know, doesn't bother me, but I don't want people to think that that's who I actually am. You know what I mean? And I have issues myself. You know, I have ADHD, I have bipolar, uh, so some things I struggle with, and I have depression. So depression's not a joke. It's this whole thing has been bothering me a little bit, but I try my best not to let it. Uh, but it's hard.
Have they tried to use your disabilities against you or for your favor? What do you think?
Um, Nobody has ever really mentioned my disability, so they haven't really used it against me. Um, but I feel like if they knew about them, they would. But no, nobody's really even mentioned my disabilities.
Do you want to hold on the fort while I move my pack out of the rain?
Sure. What's going on, everyone? Can't see the chat.
So Mother Nature is actually trolling me right now.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. I don't know if that was on mine. Somebody wrote on one of my things saying how I'm crying about being bullied.
Okay, I don't see it on here. What is it?
Somebody wrote on one of my things. I have the YouTube Studio thing, so I can see when people comment on my stuff.
Right.
Somebody wrote, oh, he's crying about being bullied right now.
Okay, if you comment in the live chats, I can add you as a mod, and if you feel like somebody's doing anything inappropriate, you're more than welcome to just straight out block them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it was in the chat. I think somebody commented on one of my videos saying that.
Like my issue on my end of the bullying spectrum is that on the topic of disabilities, they make up these fake disabilities that I don't even have is pretty much hilarious. Like they say that I have coniferous or connifan something disorder. I have some other stuff,
Yeah.
and it's kind of hilarious how these guys actually think they're self-pronounced uh, doctors of YouTube.
Yeah.
Have you ever had that experience?
Um, Not necessarily, but like I said, I've had people say things that aren't true about me. None about my disabilities. Like they didn't say, "Oh, I had this disability, that disability," and it didn't come out to be true. It's just, that people want to sit there and say things that aren't true to make me look bad, and that's the majority of it. But um, nothing about disability or anything.
Have they tried to swat you? Have they tried to dox you, harass your families like they have done to me?
Yes, yes, I've actually had experience. Like for example, you don't care if I say their names, right?
I don't really care, but if they have a username, you could probably use that better.
I don't Gus Mob. Um, the leader of Gus Mob, uh, on Twitter was posting all my family info. He was like, "Oh, is this where you live?" And showed a picture of my house. And he actually contacted my mother. I got a message from her while I was on vacation. She was like, "Who is this trying to contact me?" Uh, so yeah, I mean they put my stuff out there, but my stuff was out there way before this guy did that. I don't know how, but I guess that's just how YouTube is. I've had people comment on my video saying, "Oh, do you live at so and so?" And I don't know. I guess that's how YouTube is, but the fact that he wanted to sit there and post it, you know, where thousands of people can see, that really bothered me.
Right. On that topic, like I've been trying, YouTube allows random content creators to join their community console and like to better the platform. Like I've been trying to tell them to implement something like Facebook. You know how on Facebook when you block somebody, they can't watch you, they can't see what you're posting
Yep.
and all that. Like if you block, let's say Adam, a random name Adam cannot see your complete posts, your whereabouts, your anything. And I've been trying to get YouTube on board with that implement, which
Yeah.
would be awesome. Do you think that would be an awesome future if YouTube implemented that program?
Yeah, I think that could help with things, Um, especially if it's if it's something like on here or something too, like you can block people, you should be able to do that. Or if you report something to one of the YouTube people, they should, you know, automatically be able to just delete it or something like that if it goes against their thing. But you know, they're not always on top of their stuff. Um, and it's a shame, you know. But I feel like they should know about the things that are going on, you know. And you know, what if someone actually did something? Like
Right.
say like someone did something to themselves or something, you know, and all this happened on the YouTube platform, you know. I feel like they should be accountable for something like that.
On that
So
topic, on that topic, when a content creator has trolls that are actually criminalizing and doing damaging things, do you think the content creator should be held, that particular one should be held criminally responsible for not stopping their trolls?
yes, I do. If it's happening in your community and you know you see it happening and you see people getting upset, seeing people you know, just being hurt by what your community is saying, I feel like, you know, you should at least say something to your community, you know, because you can't control what everyone does, you know,
Right.
but you should at least make it known, you know, like, hey, if you're gonna do this, I don't want you to do it on my community, you know, I don't want you to do it where I am, you know, because it's not a good thing, and it's definitely not a good thing for you, the person that is allowing it, you know.
So,
So,
for those that are actually just tuning in, we're talking about bullying, online harassments, and what follows within that guidelines and that topic. If you like the content, go ahead and go subscribe to Father of Two 98. Do you have any other platforms do you use?
um, I use Facebook, I use Twitter, but for videoing, I mostly just do YouTube. Um, you know, I've been out of the drama for 2 months now, so I've been trying to do good. I've had a lot of issues when I first started, but it's gotten better. You know, if anyone wants to come over, I do reaction videos. You know, I do family videos with my kids, which who doesn't like to see that? You know, kids are amazing, and
Right.
I do gaming videos. I do all sorts of things. And I'm willing to do anything. You know, if I do get more support, anything you supporters want me to do, I'll do it as long as it's nothing bad. You know, but I enjoy doing this, and you know, whoever wants to come over is welcome.
So, what is your future plans and what is your implements on to combat bullies?
Um, can you repeat the last part of that? I'm sorry.
What is your plans to combat bullies on your platform or on this platform on your channel?
Um, you know, I'm just not gonna allow it at all on my channel. Um, you know, and if it does come in my channel, I would take care of it immediately by blocking the person. But you know, I've said multiple times, you know, on videos that on my that's up on my channel right now that you know if people are being bullied. If anyone is hurt by anything, you know, they can always come to my channel, watch me, and write a comment in my comment section, let me know, you know, or even my email is linked to my bio, you know. If anyone's having any issues, they can contact me, you know, we can talk about it or whatever, you know. Um, that's that's how I want to be able to do things in my community, uh, in my channel. I want to help people, and if you experience any bullying, you should be able to talk to someone about it, and I'm that person you can talk to
Right. So with
because I
my
understand.
So within my end of the spectrum, every time I try to block them, they come in a different name and I block them again. And then when everything fails on their spectrum, end of the spectrum, they end up going to doxings, telephonic harassments to my parents. There's one in Florida right now. Keep saying I'm going to call Jose's parents to get them kicked off the YouTubes, but they don't realize that I actually have another phone that I broadcast from. So my parents actually likes the videos that I produce out. And they like the fact that I'm putting out what the bullies are doing. And they don't like that one bit on the the bullies end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I would say something and then automatically they're like, "Oh, Jose's lying. He's never done this. He's never done that. Why believe him?" Like
Hmm.
there's one that's up north somewhere in this United States, likes to call people out for their bullshit. And then I was literally on somebody else's panel and I put it in her face and she kind of like simmered down and realized people are watching her and when she likes to call somebody out, that means that particular person or anybody that is watching that likes to call people out have a bigger problem of their own. Do
Yeah.
you agree with that?
Yeah. I feel like, a lot of these people that bully people, they go through things themselves. I mean, who doesn't go through stuff? You know,
Right.
you're not human unless you go through things. Um, but not everyone has disabilities. Um, and when you call someone out for that, if it's not true, then I feel like you shouldn't say anything unless you know for sure. Um, because anyone can say anything about you.
Right.
Just who believes it and who doesn't. If there's no facts or no proof about it or anything, then I wouldn't worry much about it. Because it's just a person saying it. It's just hearsay. So unless there's proof, I wouldn't make anything a big deal about anyone saying anything about you.
Right.
But
So
I think it's a good thing. Sorry, I think it's a good thing how you're calling people out. Because they don't like being called out. They don't like looking like the bad people. You know, and when you say, oh, they did this, they did that, it really bothers them because they're this YouTuber and they have people looking up to them, and this person saying that about them, they're not gonna take it lightly. So they're I feel like what you're doing is good, um, because bullying's not a joke. It's a serious
right.
thing.
The
It's
funny thing is about these troll communities, they say, "Oh, Jose is seeking attention." At the end of the day, I don't need the attention because I already got it.
yeah, yeah,
Like I got your attention, I got Guess Mob's attention. I,
yeah,
back in the day, I used to get these higher end YouTubers' attention. I've been in the news. I've been ridiculed for my age, my appearance.
yeah,
I didn't really affected me too much.
yeah,
Back I've literally been YouTubing um somewhere like because I formed Jose Sanders Journey's channel in 2011, but never really done anything until like maybe 3 or 4 years later. And because, at that time, I didn't know what I really wanted to do other than to bar hop, but I literally failed on that because I never done the bar hopping. And within the hitchhiking world, I just stuck with that niche.
Yeah.
And, like, what really bothered me the most is how these troll communities went out their way to contact or email my fantabulous uh, viewers that had nothing to do with it. They were just casualty of war. I put it that way. A war that never should have been adventured. Like
Yeah. Can I say something
recently.
about that too?
Yes, sir.
Sorry to keep interrupting you. Something like that too. They message your subscribers, they message your family, they do all these things, and I feel like it's unnecessary. And there
Right.
are half of the trolls are gr- grown adults. They're not all kids, you know. Go out and get a job, do good with your life. You shouldn't sit on the internet every single day and make people feel like nobody cares about them. You shouldn't do that. Is your life that bad where you want to see people upset and you want to see people downing themselves because of something you're saying, you know? And that I've dealt with a bunch of trolls that are adults that just sit there on their laptop, on their tablet, whatever they use. They just sit there and mess with people. I guess no matter what your age is, some people just still do it, and it's sad. So
It is very sad. Like, it shows that they don't have morals.
yeah,
To me, when they start to bully one of us, they don't have morals. They don't have high standards, low standards, or any type of standards when they do that. Like, there's
yeah,
people that actually do 11-hour streams and, they try to carry on a conversation and then out of nowhere they start talking about people. And when like certain community members, like, we want these people gone. Now, before I came live, it crossed my feed again and I checked out the live chat and there was a poll stating such and such. So I just commented like, who gives a fuck about who has what and who's doing what? Worry about your own life. Just
yeah,
worry about your own life.
yeah.
You
You're
know,
you, I'm me. Let me do my thing.
right. So do you have any more like interesting uh views on what's going on through the trolling community?
Um, I just feel like it needs to stop altogether. And I don't think it's gonna because there's a lot of ways you know people control. I mean, it's as simple as just making a new account. You know, I could make a new account. Just saying, I could make a new account with your name, and pretend to be you, and nobody would know that that was me. Especially if my YouTube was already taken down for violating their terms. You can easily just go in and make a new one, and I feel like you shouldn't be able to do that. Um,
Right.
I think that would help a lot, but I don't see how they could stop something like that. What are they gonna do? Have face recognition to see who's making these accounts? You know what I mean? It's just me myself. I just can't see how they're gonna do it. So I feel like these people are gonna probably have to stop themselves or something because it's as easy as creating an account, and that's what a lot of them do. They have like 100 different accounts. Once one of their accounts are taken off, they have another one they can go to, and they have another one and another one. So I just feel like you should be able to just make one account, and that's it. And if you violate the terms, then you have no right to be on YouTube at all. So
Um, do you have a message to the viewers that come across your channel that sounds very interested in watching you? And do you have a message regarding to like the rhetoric that is going on? Like how would you send your message to them about the troll community and how to do it and how to prevent it?
um, I could say a lot about that. Just try to be careful. They can get your info. They can get where you live. They can they can ruin your life altogether. Like we were talking about earlier. They threaten to contact your job. A lot of them do that. They could get your job taken away. They could start issues with you and your family. Um, and it's not a good thing. So I feel like if you see a troll, automatically block them. Don't keep them on your YouTube where they can access all your videos and stuff like that.
Right.
Because one thing you say they could use against you. Just one thing, you know, and just be careful, make sure your info's not out there. And if it is out there, like if it's on Facebook
Well,
or
for
something like that.
I'm sure you're well aware of it. They try to say that I punched my dog on camera. They tried to say that I choked the shit out of my dog in a hotel. They tried to say that I was holding my dog against her will.
If there's no proof of that, anything showing that, like I said, that's something for other people, my message or something like that, that's nothing to worry about, in
Uh,
my opinion.
but like I am a traveler. I do traveling videos, hate it or not. Um, like in some of my vlogs, I want to show the places. I want to um give a shout out and tour the places like say for instance a museum or a hotel. I can't do that in fear of them harassing that facility. What do you
Yeah.
think about that?
um I just feel like it's all crazy, um the things that are going on. But I respect what you do. I respect everything. And by the way, somebody just wrote in the comments, there is proof that he hurt the dog.
There is no proof.
Okay. Yeah, if there's no
What are you talking
proof.
about? That's my dog over there. Yes. Thank you. Yes, you can pet my dog. Pretty good. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Yeah.
But like I really like don't understand the concept of trying to damage somebody for doing awesome content. And it's kind of funny how they say that I don't have content when I do
Because they're
have like
bored with
well
their
over.
life.
Huh?
Because they're bored with their life. You know, they have nothing better to do than just sit there, make people feel miserable. That's what they do. So they're not satisfied unless you feel miserable.
Right.
So
So, explain like what you do so the new audience that just tuned in, explain what you do for your content on your channel.
Uh, what I do, just like any like my videos.
Yes, sir.
Um, I do gaming videos, I do family videos, I do reactions, like I react to other videos. And somebody asked me the other day, they were like, "Oh, do you have permission to use these people's videos?" I was like, "No." A lot of people do that. Uh, if I don't get a copyright strike, then I'm fine. Um,
Right.
but yeah, I do reactions. I do reactions of anything really. Funny videos, scary videos. Stuff that will definitely get you on your feet. Um, and then sometimes I do videos with my kids. And they're little kids. They're 2 and 3, so they're cute. They usually go exploring with them and do stuff with them, stuff like that.
What is the worst trolling that you ever experienced during your career of being a content creator?
Um, Probably, you know, not just with me because this happened with me, but with other people, it happens a lot. People sitting there, saying, "Oh, you should end your life. Oh, you should uh do us all a favor and you know get out of this world or whatever." You know what I'm trying to say? And
Right.
like I feel like that's not a joke, because I knew people that were being bullied, and people were telling them, "Oh, you should kill yourself, you should do all this," and they actually went out and did it, you know. And it's a shame that people listen to these people, but when you're there, when you have problems and somebody's sitting there telling you, "Oh, nobody loves you," nobody will care if you're gone, it really gets to you. Uh, and it's a really really bad thing. That's what I feel like is the worst. We're all human, and you're gonna sit there and tell another human to end his life. You know, it's just I don't respect that. I don't appreciate that one bit.
Right. I understand where you're coming from. It is mind altering and like it does take a toll on the mind when you get bullied or harassed. It
Hmm.
does. Now, you stated earlier in this live podcast that like they were like cuz I never knew or never had contact with Anonymous Andy. I never had that type of interaction with him, but I've
Yeah,
seen his channel and kind of figured, okay, it's a drama channel. I'm gonna stay out of that one because I have no business being in it. Well, like you said earlier, like they'll send emails, and like there'll be once in a while emails stating like, "Oh, you're talking shit about me. Someone said this. Someone said that." So I just end up blocking that email account because it's not me doing it.
yeah. And there are so many fake accounts of people out there. Like I only had 80 subs before. Now I have over 200. But even when I had 80 subs, there were people still making fake accounts about me. You know, and
Right.
but it's because I was out there and I was, sticking up for people, with the whole Gus mob, their whole part over there, like, Doug West, I don't know if you know about them, people like that, I stood up to those people, and I ended up getting hundreds and hundreds of views, and that's why, even only having 80, I still was able to get trolled with fake accounts, you know. And that happens a lot. You know, if you were to look up my name, guarantee you could probably find 3 of them. If you look up Isaac's name from Guest Mob, you know, I know for a fact there's like 3 or 4 Guest Mobs out there that aren't real, you know. That's just what people do, you know. They like to impersonate people. They like the drama, you know, and they want you to be in the drama. So they
Have
act
you
as
ever heard
you.
of Dougie West? Dougie 2 West?
Am I talking about him?
No, have you ever heard of him?
Yes, that's who I was just referring to.
Right. I caught like maybe a couple years ago the tail end of him getting wrapped up in some drama that should have never been tapered with.
Yeah.
You know, like I felt sorry for the guy, and the poor guy thinks I'm a troll because other troll members were like, "Oh, Jose's a troll. Don't believe him." You know, like
Yep.
every time I try to step in to tell certain content creators to watch out who's in the chat that are trolling, and and somehow they get the upper hand or the upper deck of life on the platform, and
Mhm.
they succeed. The only thing, like, I watch another YouTuber, and she's overseas in, I think, England, and just like if someone comes onto the panel and you know it's a person with a dog and they use the dog's photo, ask him to show the dog because
Yep.
you can't fake the real dog.
Yep.
You can't fake
Um.
the real dog.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
People
Sorry to
know what
interrupt
their
you.
animals look like.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like all this is unnecessary. For people to do things like that.
Right.
Um. You're definitely hurting people at the end of the day, and it's not a nice thing to do. Um. But I appreciate your time.
Yeah.
I have I have to go. I got to get my son ready, cook him dinner and all that.
All right.
But I appreciate it. Um, Maybe we can do this again sometime if you want.
Oh yeah. Likewise. Likewise. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you too. If you have any questions or anything, just get a hold of me.
All right.
All right.
All right. It was a pleasure. Feel free to subscribe to me and whatnot.
Yeah, I will. I
All
definitely
right,
will.
ladies and gentlemen, you were listening to Father of Three
But
or
no,
Two,
father of 2.
Father of Two. Feel
Yes,
free to go check him out on YouTube.
yes. Father of 2, not it's TWO 98, not the number 2. So I have a new account name, but if you type in Father of 2, it'll still bring you to my new account, my new name. So
You know, right? All right,
what?
ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to open up the panel to talk about online bullying, and if you have been affected by it, feel free to talk about it. We're going to take a short little break. We'll see you in 30 seconds. gentlemen, if you really like the content that you just heard, hit the subscription bell. Go check out Father of Two 98. He'll love the subscription and give him a shout out. Tell him that you heard him from Storytelling the Podcast. Heck yeah. So if you're getting mauled by bullies, just stand up. Don't fight. Don't cause physical harm. Just call them out on for who they are. You know, people will see the good in you. Just keep in mind, it's just a phase. Just like a little 5-year-old calling out for what he didn't get. Just keep in mind, you have followers. You have people that'll actually help you. Just be strong. It is a mind-altering phase. It is mind-altering, mind-boggling to know that there are people well in their upper age and lower age that was taught well by their parents to live by morals and to be respectable. You know, I always say it might not be the parents' fault. It is just how the child was brought up around their peers. It's never the parents' fault in some cases. It's the influence that they received while they were young and hanging around their friends. Sometimes it's too late for them to realize until it happens to them. When it happens to them, they cry victim for something they did for years and on. So, you're more than welcome to come up, talk about bullying, how it affected your life. As a podcast, we try to be respectable for all guests. In this live stream, we don't want the blame game, the pointing fingers, because that's not how you settle bullying. Because if you try to settle it in that way, it'll just be a bigger spaghetti mess without the pasta. RIP. It seems like a lot of these stores up here are not selling them. One store that I found is still selling the fruity cans. And I'm really not into the fruity cans because they have high sugar embedded in them, and it gives me a fucking headache the day after, or shortly when I sober up. I don't like those headaches. I like the regular Steelies that I love. Now the ones in the black can, I drank them. Heck yeah. So you guys that are bullies, think before you act, because you may drive somebody to kill themselves. And there are people that are weak and cannot handle that type of stuff. Don't even say you shouldn't be on YouTube then, because you're the coward for saying that. Just remember the ones that are going through the bulliness. You're strong. There's gonna be somebody to back you up. Now, I was on somebody's live stream late last night, kind of, and some guy joined the panel, was speaking out the truth, and the three known horrible people try to shut him up, which was pretty wrong. It was full on bullying. You know, if you feel like you have to back somebody up and you feel like they're very right and you think they deserve to be backed up from the bullies, do it. Speak out. Let the public know that it's not right. Let the mediators, meaning the mods, realize that type of behavior needs to be out. If you're the content creator and you're noticing the bullying that's going on within the chats and you don't do anything about it, you are as evil as the bulliers, the doxers, the criminals of YouTube. Don't try to say you have nothing to do with it. It's not you, so you don't care. Because at the end of the day, you are the one that is condoning that type of behavior. Stop it before it gets worse. Here we go. We have Jesse Too Much for you. Jesse, I still have respect for you. I'm going to let you up. We're going to talk calmly. Talk calmly. If not, I'm sorry. I may have to let you go. Hi, welcome Jesse Too Much for you to the panel. Thank you for joining the live stream of Storytelling the Podcast. How are you today?
You're not even saying your channel name properly.
It's not mine, my bad, okay? I know.
It's yours, just like all the other 50 accounts you got.
So, are you gonna come and harass me? Or are you gonna
No,
talk
I'm coming to
normal?
let you know when you came on my live stream for 9 hours harassing me and bullying my channel for the past 2 years, Jose, you are
Bullying?
a
You
fucking
say
bully.
I'm the bully?
You are a bully. Yes, that's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
define me as a bully. What is your definition of me being a bully?
Everything you're doing, you stalk people, you
That is
scope
not
out
a
their channels,
definition.
you go out and comment everywhere and talk shit to everybody and act like you're not doing nothing.
Okay,
You
that's
act
not
like
a
you're Mr.
definition of me being a
Innocent.
bully.
Yes, it is. You're
What is it?
attacking innocent people. That would be a
How am I
bully.
attacking innocent people? Tell me.
I don't got to repeat all the shit that you've done, Jose.
Why? Because
Because you just did it this week. You were just on my channel for 9 hours harassing me, motherfucker. And now you're going around lying, saying people were harassing you on Green's panel. That's bullshit. Everybody called you out for the piece of shit that you've been. Nobody's bullying you. That's not bullying when people are pointing out the facts.
Hold on, let me fix the audio because you're sounding like a fucking. Every time my phone gets hot, it does that. But anyway, you're listening to Jesse Too Much. So can you repeat a little bit of that for the audience if they're just tuning in?
The audience heard me. You're the one that didn't.
Jesus Christ, why is it doing that? Okay, it's just right. Okay, let me fix your. No, that's mute.
Cheers,
Unmute. I don't
Bugs
know
and
how to
Jalen.
edit audio. Okay, let's take that off. Maybe that will work better. But define me as a bully. Define it. Use Urban Dictionary.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you. I took off the cancellation thingies.
Okay.
Apparently, it doesn't really work that well on a mic or on a phone because it goes into robotic status.
That's what I've been saying. You can't adjust the volume. It's weird. The volume adjuster's been fucked up on StreamYard for over a month. The point is, Jose, you know that you're a fucking troll. You have followed this whole community the whole time I've been watching, and you've been involved longer than I.
So you're saying when I go to people's panels and warn them about you and other people that I'm trolling? Is that what your definition of me being a troll? Standing up and telling people what you guys are? Is that
You
trolling?
attack the innocent. You attack the innocent, and you constantly go on
So I'm
panels to
attacking
cause
the innocent.
chaos. Yes, you go
So
on
I'm
panels to
attacking the
cause
innocent.
chaos. You
Am
lie
I
constantly,
okay?
cause
So
chaos, and you troll
so
people.
okay, I can understand where you're going at because you're trying to say that I'm trying to let people know what's going on. So you're saying that I'm trolling, I'm bullying because you're saying that,
Because it's
but
facts.
it's facts that I am speaking the truth, what you guys are. But you guys don't want to see it that way because you want to pinpoint somebody else out for something that they're doing correctly, warning other people about you guys. Because I'm done with it. I'm done seeing the fishing that's going on within your community. You fished and you hooked me. You used the bait, hooked me, and got me fucking doxxed, got me fucking harassed. Yes, I could put out my real number. I could put out my real name, but I did not expect for someone to go out there and look up my family's number. So technically, you're the crime of the century for doing, not you, but you're the crime of the century for doing that.
The
It's like these,
community, you
okay,
claim.
so you're saying these drivers out here with license plates, and okay, these license plates, people have their information on it. It don't give you the right to fucking look it up and harass them. So you're saying that's perfectly fine.
I'm saying you harass people, and that's not fine.
I have not harassed anybody.
You harassed me for 9 hours this weekend.
So you're playing victim because I was just fucking with you.
I'm
Because
telling
you
you,
like to
there's a
piss
whole
me off.
list of victims in this community that could come forward about all the crap you've done, Jose. You are a troll. You are a bully. You constantly keep attacking people in this community. You can't walk away from
For what? Telling
situations
the truth of what's going on, and then when I tell the truth, you guys say, "Oh, Jose's fucking lying."
because you always lie. Nothing you
So,
say has
so you're
credibility.
saying the truths are lies in your
I'm
own
saying you
words.
never
You're
tell the
saying.
truth. You never tell the truth. When have
So
you
you're
told
saying,
the
okay,
truth?
all right. So you're saying the truths are lies. In your own definitions, you are saying that the truths that I
I'm saying
spill
that
are
you
lies.
don't know. You don't know how to tell the truth.
So you're saying to ruin this podcast, this ruin this live stream, you're saying that everything that I spilled out are lies. Out of your own
Yep.
words.
Most of
Out
the
of your
shit
own
you
words.
say is lies. Yes. When you're sitting up here claiming you've been bullied when you are a bully, I think it's bullshit.
Because you know that the truth comes out.
The
And you
truth
don't like it.
shall set you free, Jose. Just fucking start telling the truth to the people. You do troll, you do harass, you do stalk people online. You go to their channels and stalk them out, create different names, and harass people. You do.
So
You remember when Corn called you a stalker? Because you wouldn't leave her, you wouldn't leave Corn alone either.
it's all because of you guys. You guys
Oh,
went
yes,
over
because
that.
of everybody else that you stalk people. It's
I
nobody
actually do
else's
talk
fault
to
that you're a
Corn.
bully and you're a troll.
I actually do talk to Corn, not all the time, but most of the times.
Yeah, when she doesn't block your number because she's sick of
No,
the fucking
on
harassing
fucking
calls.
Instagram.
Ooh. Because after so many years of a million messages from you, she
Because she
finally
came
responded.
to me as a person and asked, "What are you about?" And I said, "I'm a traveler. I travel across America. I have been doing this for a while since 2009. And I started a YouTube channel on in 2011. And then 3 years back, that's when I took an interview, which I never expected to turn out the way it turned out currently. You could check my videos, my playlist.
I
You
can
can
check your
tell.
backstage with you threatening more troll action on me, Jose. So suck a dick. You did it in Green's chat yesterday and you kept trolling and saying you weren't typing. And yes, the fuck you were. I think it's bullshit and you're doing it now.
Okay, I don't know who
You're
the
a
guy that
troll.
this guy.
You're a troll.
Because people use my name, I'm a troll.
People are in your backstage. Yeah, it's you in your backstage, just like you went in Green's backstage yesterday. It was you doing it, claiming you weren't doing it. It's you.
So you're saying that people that use my name just to get me to look like a bad guy, it's me?
I'm
Why
saying
don't
it's a
you
fact
take a
you're on
fucking
panel, and it's
moment
a
and
fact
ask
that
me if
it's
I'm
you.
fucking doing it? But no, you're too much of a
So who's
pussy
in
to
your
do that.
backstage then, Jose? Why aren't you putting the other Jose on panel then? That's my point exactly. You didn't mention nobody being here. That's bullshit. Just like last night on Greens, you got all quiet when you started typing in the private chat. You're guilty as fuck. You don't have to deny it. You're a troll.
You think I'm a troll? That's okay, because you're the one that's fooling yourself.
But it's facts though.
It's not facts.
No, it's
Dude,
bullshit.
I spent 8 hours off the phone, and then I get emails, and people are emailing saying, "Why are you doing this to me?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Without the fucking cursing, though. And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So they send me screenshots, and I'm like, "Really? This is BS." Hell, I get text messages from my parents that I don't even talk to that much, and they said, Why are you telling families information?" I'm like, "Dude, it's not me. Just take the screen record, and I'm going to hand it over to the proper authorities." So I was redirected to a link to all sorts of things, and right now it's all under investigations. Everything is under investigation. I've been checked out multiple times by the FBI's, by all the fucking law enforcement. I had to turn this phone in my last phone 1800 or no 18 times. 18 times. And all those 18 times they said I am not doing anything illegal. I'm doing no such fucking thing. Stop accusing me of bullying, trolling, doxing, and all this shit.
You have admitted to trolling. You've admitted to multiple troll names that were not in your name. You've admitted to doing things. You show up on panels and start problems constantly, Jose. That is troll behavior. The fuck you mean?
I have never admitted to anything other than
Yes, this weekend you trolled my shit for 9 hours and admitted it like 3 times. The fuck you didn't, bitch. You did. You did.
Okay, you gonna scream? Or are you gonna talk
Because
normal?
you're lying. You're
We're-
a fucking liar. You're a troll, bitch. Fuck off.
Alright. It doesn't matter. You see how you pressure the fucking trolls? That's what happens. They start to scream. They start to blame. They want attention. They don't know how to handle it. They start to scream. They try to pin it on you. This is what I'm talking about. Stand up and be strong about it. Yes, I did go and mess with Jazzy, just going in and out of her panels because she likes to kick me off before she lets me up. So I found it to be funny and hilarious how short tempered she is. I did nothing more than that. If you want to pin me as a little bad guy for that, go ahead, be it. That's the only thing I did. I was just messing around, having fun. She likes to talk shit, like to say that I'm this and that. At the end of the day, she makes herself look like a bigger fool. I didn't kick her off. She kicked herself off. I didn't kick her off. You know, like people can use names and then you're the idiot for actually thinking it's me. I have emails. I show you proof and shit of things that I haven't done and never will done. See? I don't condone trolling behaviors. Now, if you do something on your own, confess to it. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious that I got onto the panel, clicked to enter the panel, exit out. That's all I was doing. That's all I was doing. I wasn't doing anything sinister. But it is hilarious that someone would do something stupid in my name. I'm not going to defend and back that type of. Actually, what I'm gonna rephrase this because that part didn't sound right. I am not going to condone anything that is not appropriate. If it's not appropriate, I'm not going to fucking stand for it. For one, attention seekers don't know how to handle it. They get mad. Bullies, when they get pressured, they get mad. They start yelling. Like what you just experienced. For one, stand up to your aggressor. Two, if it don't work, ignore it. Just keep moving on. For one, if I was doing all what she said I was doing in the past, she would have been on, staying on, and trying to hammer and trying to shut me up. Her tactics failed because she knows deep inside it's not me that's doing it. So she's just going on. And a lot of these people that are content creators within the drama community, like Eddie, he knows that I'm not doing anything, but he's too afraid of the backlash. Hold on. Yeah, thank you very much, ma'am. He's too afraid of the backlash. I understand that because he has a family to take care of. He can't lose what he has. I understand that. But to spread more gossip, more stuff that most people know that I'm not doing, that's wrong on them. That's bullying. That's inappropriate behavior. You know, if you don't want to see things like this happening in the future, don't involve yourself. Because at the end of the day, the crooks always snitch on themselves. They always do. At the end of the day. We're going to take a short 30-second break here. I got the panel going up. Panel access link. This is father of two. A bully sticking up for a bully doesn't make sense. Totally correct. That's the thing about the 33rd. They stick up for each other. A bully will always be behind another bully. They don't care what's right. They don't care about it. They don't want to see what the right thing would do because it collects views to damage somebody else's reputations. You know, it's not right. It's totally not right, man. It's hard. It's hard to stand up to a bully when there's 300 plus people chiming in, thinking it's funny. It's not funny. You don't know how it is when it happens to you. You don't know how to handle this situation. You know, there are people that are weak-minded, that will jump off of a bridge, that will put a gun to their head, that will stab the shit out of themselves, overdose on pills. That's not funny, dude. It isn't funny one bit. I'm gonna read the chats here. Like, this says here, some people have 4 devices in a lot of time. You can see that within the 11-hour streams up to 4 hours and whatnot. You know, I came to this facility where I'm at to charge up my phone, and I was setting up an interview, and not more of an interview, but more of a topic here to talk about bullying. And you know, as you saw what happened recently with another guest that appeared, you saw what just happened. And that's this type of stuff that I'm dealing with. It's time to put it at rest. Put it to bed. Tuck it in. Tuck the bullying to bed. Let it sleep. There's no need for jealousy in the community of anyone's that is a content creator. Who cares if someone has 4 million subscribers? Who cares about that? You know, it is a mind-boggling when someone doesn't really get that much subscribers or watch time or views to spike out of nowhere. Because if you look at channels that have millions of, like, say, 2 million, 3 million, let's go smaller. A channel that has 9,000 subscribers would have at least 3 to 4,000 live viewers watching at any time. Anybody that has maybe 2 to 3,000 might have 400, close to 400 views at a live stream. You know, do the math. Go around searching live streamers that have high subscriber base and look at their the live feed view counts. And you could tell who's buying what and not. I don't need to be in a community. I got my own community that you destroyed. You guys destroyed. Because you thought it'd be funny to make me lose my good subscribers, my good supporting subscribers. From now on, I'm going to implement subscriber only mode because it's not fair for the subscribers that I'm getting to see this bullshit. I don't know. I haven't really talked to my consultants about the comments. I don't know the longevity of the hold for all review part. It's annoying that I have to do measures to prevent this type of rhetoric. It is. You know, my brain is actually fried right now from listening into this shit, dealing with this shit. No one should deal with this fucking rhetoric if they're a content creator or a viewer. Like, people that are watching the 33rd or random community members that are content creators are probably like, what the fuck? These guys are acting like children. I just don't understand the concept behind this shit. You know, like, all I get is this and that, this and that. You know, a few days way back when, like, man, I don't know, 4 or 5 days ago, I get an email from Anonymous Andy stating that Nikki and Eddie wants me to do an interview. You know, I re-advised and rethought about it, and if anonymous Andy wants to do an interview, more the merrier. I'll do it. I'll be happy to do it. Because I'm getting fed up. I shouldn't take time out of my life to address something that is bullshit. Anybody that is watching this, I might have trolls, I might have wicked people. Don't be attacking anybody. Don't go out there and create fake drama just to see it happen, unfold on anybody's channel. Because it needs to be put to rest. It needs to be tucked away in the bed. No more. No more. Because at the end of the day, it's causing stress to everyone that is watching. It's probably even causing stress to the dead that might be watching this. The dead world might be watching this and be like, these are some fucked up individuals that are living. I'm sorry I had to say that, but just leave it alone. Stop bullying. Stop doing the dumb shit that you're doing. Just stop. It's not worth seeing somebody kill themselves over some stupid ass false accusations, false rumors. It's not worth it. Because one day, you're going to get an email or a knock on the door because that person wrote a note on reason why they ended their life. So, be advised. There is somebody out there that is probably thinking about ending their lives because of this rhetoric that y'all communities decided to do. You guys never think about the weak-minded. You never think about the consequences that you put on yourselves when you telephonically harass, email harass, and whatever social platform harass through people. You don't think about that until it's too late. You don't. So, I'm going to take a short little break. We'll be right back. Have fun. Grab a coffee. Grab something that makes your tummy warm and fuzzy. Like Jesse pointed out, why aren't you reading the back chats? I don't read the back chats. The only thing I read is what's on the screen in the chats. You in the chats is way more important to a dumbass troll or a bully. You guys that are actually typing in the comments are way more important than a bully with a fake name. So just remind yourself, you guys are way more important than a bully. For all the good viewers that are just tuning in, remind yourself, why are you watching a channel that is a known bully channel? If you want to have fun, watch a good channel, go to Jose Sanders Journeys, go to Father of Two's channel. He'll love the subscription. Just be nice, have fun, be normal. That's all I ask. Is to be normal. Stop being unnormal, people. You know, like Pepsi made a quote saying, stop being, or be less white. My version is, be more normal. Be less unnormal. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm actually fucking literally shaking here in anxiety because it is an adrenaline rush to stand up to a bully. It's something that you don't do on a normal day. It's considered fear mongering when you bully somebody. You're altering their lifestyle, their life, their current everyday aspects of life when you bully somebody. So remember the consequences that you do. You can still get in trouble, even if you claim that you're doing everything by the books, legally wise. You still can get in trouble. There's always a fucking sub article in the rule books of law that most of you guys don't read thoroughly. Stop asking who is who. Just deal with it. Let me read the chats. Let me figure out who's saying what. Okay, let's talk about this. I have viewers that tells me, "Oh, this person's still talking about you, even though they said they don't want nothing to do with you." So then, why are you still talking about me? Of course, you're gonna draw my curiosity, and I'm going to check it out. You know, a lot of you guys say, "Oh, I'm not doing anything." Yeah, it's because you delete your fucking video when you try to combat what somebody else is saying. You're not perfect when you delete your videos because it shows how much of a coward you are when you delete your videos. It shows it. When you talking mad crap about somebody and then you delete it, it shows who you are. It shows that you're a coward. Bullies are cowards. Doxers are cowards. Trollers are cowards. Swatters are cowards. Remember, are you a coward? If not, then don't be doing cowardly things. Don't. Ever. That is not funny because you already know her medical condition. That is not funny. It's kind of hard to look inside of something that you're already inside of something. It's kind of hard to say that, Yukon. See, when I'm at a truck stop, I have downtime to charge up my phone, eat food, say hi to my loved ones, and occasionally pop in to say hi to anybody that I deem worthy of saying hi. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but I shouldn't have said that. Now that's gonna be a backlash. I do have to say about that, Sure Dizzle. Why are you here, Deborah? You try to run him off everywhere else, but here you are stalking him. Right. Like for real though, she says she never watches any of my channels and this channel. Like for real, like what notes is she taking? Like for real, like let's talk about that. Here, I drop another comment, another link. You know, you so much to think that that I am a whatever you say I am. Oh, you challenge my bullshit. Well, why don't you come up on the stage and we'll talk one-on-one with millions of people watching? Oh, I'm a coward. What do you mean by that? Because, okay, Deborah, because you don't like me doesn't make me a troll. You just don't like me because of certain things that I have done and said in the past. Stop calling me a troll. That's my dog. Yeah, thank you. Yes, sir. All right. So, yeah. Sorry about that. So because you don't like me doesn't make me a troll. That's all I gotta say on that one, Deborah. All right, here I am. I was just reading it up. I was just reading the comments. Uh-oh. How do I gotta zoom out. I gotta get reading glasses. As a typical male, I tend to believe I don't need it. We're gonna take a short little 30-second breaks. Okay, Deborah, this is Deborah Langley. Welcome her to the live panel. So, what's going on, Deborah?
Okay, well, if you'll allow me to speak without interrupting, then I can say what I've observed with you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So my first encounters with you were when you were trolling Cornelius, you were trolling Nomad Mac, and you were trolling Cause. And that's how you entered this community, Jose, as a troll. And you continue to troll other channels. You even go to channels that really don't want to hear what you have to say. They do allow you on panels. So, yeah, I do hold creators somewhat responsible for allowing some of that. But you know what? When you do like you did with Jezzy the other night and keep popping into the backstage to disrupt her stream, that's trolling, Jose. You weren't welcome. You got blocked in the chat. There was a reason for that. The creator asked you to be blocked in the chat. It doesn't mean you get to come up on the panel. And it doesn't mean that it's acceptable for you to interrupt her freaking live stream all night long. That's called trolling, Jose. It's the epitome of it.
Okay, so I get trolled, but it's okay for the trollers to troll the person that's getting trolled. In other
Where do
words,
you
you're saying.
where
So
do you
you're
think it
saying
came
it's
from?
okay. It's okay for the trollers to troll someone down in the comments. So you're saying that fuck the innocents, don't care about it, and whatnot.
You aren't innocent, Jose. But you're
You
sitting
want
up
to
here
believe that
playing
I'm
as
not
if you are.
innocent.
You're playing as if you are innocent.
Oh,
When we watch
that's
you
what
do the
you
things,
want me to. That's what
we
you want me
no,
to
it's
be,
what we
not
all
to be.
observe, Jose. It's what we all observe, you know. And people have tried to talk to you about it, man.
People have
And
never talked to me about that.
you
They
still own
assume
no
it.
responsibility. You own
Oh,
no
I hold
responsibility.
responsibility. Say, look, you said on multiple platforms on somebody else's channels that you don't ever come to my channel. Then why are you here?
Because I was sent a link.
Because
I
who
was
sent
sent
you a
a
link?
link.
But
I'm not
why?
subscribed to
But
you.
hold on.
I don't
What?
watch you. But when you're sitting up here and you've got a whole new group of little people here that buy into the crap that you're trying to sell, yeah, it makes me a little interested. And if you don't like what I have to say, you have the block button, brother. You
No,
have control
everybody's
of that.
curious.
You have
If
control of it.
everybody is
But you
curious
don't
about you
use
right
it.
now.
You don't use it because you like the troll game.
No, I
It's
give
why
people the
you went
benefit of the
to
doubt.
it's why you went to troll channels to get other people to troll the community. Okay?
You think I
It
did?
didn't work out, did it?
No, I
It
did
didn't.
not.
No, it
Okay,
didn't.
hold on. You're twisting
Backfired.
words. I just caught that. But anyway, I got an email from Anonymous Andy stating that Nikki and Good Job Buddy requested him to do a video or an interview, and then I told him at first I reject doing it, and then when he told what happened, that's when the viciousness started to happen. And then I get notifications from my parents that somebody created a fake profile on Facebook with my name, my picture, everything about me. And I get
Say, I'm
thrown
not
in the mix.
listen, I'm not saying any of that shit's okay. I don't think it's okay to take any of this crap offline. Okay? And I will say that you did on a panel admit to taking Nomad Max shit and putting it on freaking Craigslist.
Okay, but
You did.
I didn't tell the full story about it. They fucking took it off before it got posted. They wrote me an email saying, you're banned from using Craigslist for that matter. It did not post. I failed to lie about. I failed to announce that. But me and good whatever his name is, we came to a mutual agreement not to
That's
fuck with each
fine.
other.
That's fine. But it's
But
still the
then
history.
the
It's
trolls
still.
decided to up the ante, and then me and Mad Mac stopped talking for 2 years, and we
I
just
know.
recently started talking.
I know. but if you're going to
And
tell
that's
the
what normal
story,
people do.
but Jose, if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story and own the shit that you've done. But you're making it appear as if all these people are here just to attack poor Jose, who has done nothing. And you won't own it. And that's what we
See, a lot
can't.
of us, okay, even with me and Tyke, we even talked about doing fake beef, but that blew way. I mean, we didn't expect people to make fake accounts with each other and attack
Right.
each other. So me and Tyke really stopped talking hardcore because, we weren't getting nowhere as potential friends and content creators.
Jose,
We weren't
I'm not.
getting anywhere.
I don't want to see anything happen to you. I don't want to see anything happen to Cypress. I don't want to see anything happen to anyone. I just really don't understand the inability to accept your own part in it.
But
And
the
you
thing is
don't.
that the thing is, most of the people, when they hear what happens to me, they say, "Oh, he's lying. He's lying. That didn't happen."
Well,
I got pictures. I got phone records. I got everything to subpoena through the law, and through the
I
attorneys.
understand.
But I never went through originally because I thought in good faith that these people are gonna actually stop harassing me and my family.
I'm not going to say this hasn't gone too far because obviously it has. Bringing your family into this has nothing to do with you, and it shouldn't be happening ever. And I empathize with that. That's not right.
And the thing is, I'm just barely getting my feet in the door with my adopted parents. And by them harassing them, it's the door's about to be sealed off. And
Yeah,
I like the connections that I have with my parents.
that's
Sometimes they take me to Germany, they take me overseas, and they request when I go home that I could do YouTube, but I can't film it around the house or the area. I
that's
have to go
fair.
like 40 to 50 miles away.
That's fair.
The whole deal with the COVID, they want me to get a COVID shot. I
That's
understand they're
that's
old
a fair
like you.
request. That's a fair request. Absolutely. It's gotten that bad, Jose, and it's going to get a lot worse.
Right.
But
But
I
my defense is I have a healthy immune system, but apparently, everybody else, they have to have their requirements for you to live there.
right. Well,
Like,
I know it's a difficult life for you. It does seem to be the one that you've chosen. I don't know. I don't know you that well. But I do know that people don't mind you being around when you're not being an ass, when you're not why was it necessary to do with the popping in and out of Jessie's stream and in her backstage
I
to just
honestly don't know why I did it. I honestly don't know why.
Well, it's kind of obsessive behavior when you're so angry that you got dropped in the chat, and that's why you wanted to a little retribution, right? And signs of growing up are not are that you don't have to have payback for everything that happens. For 3 years I've taken a lot of shit talking from people, and very rarely do I respond to it. Rarely. But you could have something good, Jose. Not everybody wants to hate you. I don't want to hate you.
Like,
I
for
just want to
instance,
see some adult behavior, and you don't respond sometimes like an adult would. You respond with a knee-jerk reaction to get a payback in when somebody
yeah,
doesn't
and
want
that's
to talk
one
to
thing
you.
my parents have been telling me. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to be around that influence.
No.
And you don't
And
need to justify yourself every time somebody's saying, but when somebody's making fake accounts and doing stuff
I
and
know it's
saying that I'm a SO, which I'm not. I really have
yeah,
to.
I don't believe that bullshit either. But you know, I just, you know, I want you to do better and be better and be a part of the community. You know, I mean, this community has gone through a lot of shit in the last 4 or 5 years. You know, I've been around for 3.5, a little over 3.5, and you know, it's they manage to be quite forgiving of things if you put forth an effort to change.
So yeah,
And
I understand the
you've
change
seen it,
part. So what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm gonna lose viewers because of it. I'm from now on, I'm gonna start using fan only, or should I say subscriber based only,
right?
so to protect the welfare of my viewers.
Right.
Yeah,
Like a
should I
member,
say
like members only chats and stuff, right?
I'm not monetized, but YouTube did make it to where if you're doing a premiere or a live stream, you can enable subscribers only.
Oh, okay.
You could do that right before you do a live stream. Like I talked to the father of two, and I said, "Do you want me to put it for subscribers only, or keep it open for the public?" He said, "Just keep it open for the public." So I did that on his behalf.
Right. Well, you know, I'm being completely honest with you. I don't watch your channel. I was sent a link mainly because of somebody else, but I just wanted you to understand. I don't like being mad at you. I don't like being mad at anybody. I'd rather get along. But I just
It's normal. It's normal for when somebody says, "Oh, they're talking shit about you." It's normal reaction to
right,
eavesdrop and
right.
and testify against that. It's a normal reaction.
It you know what though? I've been listening to people talk shit about me for 3 fucking years, dude. If I reacted to every comment they made, it would occupy my whole day. You know, being Zane's mod, do you think that was an easy job? Hell no. And he's my friend in real life. And I've been taking it on the chin for a long time.
You know,
And
I
I'm
think
kind of over it, but
I think
I don't go a lot of places to start shit. I go to enjoy myself, you
okay.
know,
I
and
know Zane. I don't know him personally, but I think he became to realize that I wasn't trolling him. I was just like I am very handsome. That was kind of
I
hilarious when
know,
he was in that bus.
I know
He's like,
it.
"Who the hell I'm who the hell I'm handsome?" And I'm just picturing the bus driver thinking that he picked up a
Right,
delusional person. That was the
right.
funny part about it, the
Well, and
outside looking in.
that's why I let that account go, Jose, because you changed it up in how you were um, coming across. You know, Zane asked me specifically to change the tone of his live stream to help him change that tone and make it a more positive tone. And again, I took it on the chin because I freaking did what he asked me to do and cleaned it up a bit, you know, and stopped the bullshit. You know, he was concerned about uh, the harassing of one person to another in his streams, which was really bad, and
And
it
it's
got
bad for
really
the new
ugly.
viewers to see that, and they don't
Yes,
want
it
to be a
is.
part of it.
Yes. So I apologize for my comments in your stream, but I can tell you right now, I don't take any of them back because you were and you still troll. So open yourself up to that. Look at yourself really good and realize there's no need for it, Jose.
But I'm
There's
not out there. I'm more of like a funny type, sarcastic guy. But most of you guys would think, "Oh, he's trolling."
well, it's be
And
it's because of the
and
history, Jose. You
but
know, we've all
then
watched it.
Zane saw the sense of humor.
Sometimes no, he didn't. Sometimes no, he didn't. You know, and but he didn't respond to any of it. He doesn't. He just doesn't respond. So you know, take the higher road. You know, I know it's difficult when they're attacking your family because that's completely wrong. But if you take the higher road and thing, you may actually get somewhere. You have the capability to do some really cool on the road travel documentation. You really do.
Like
And
earlier
it
today, when
would get you farther.
like
You'd have
earlier
more
today,
support.
I slept on a portion of beach that had high concealment of grass. But then I also introduced another YouTuber that actually does the stealth camping and explains it a lot better than I would ever do because I'm not much of a DIY or informative channel. I just show the adventure part of it.
Well, you
So
may try. I'll tell you what you might try, and it might change things up a little bit. Is, you know, go up on Google and look at the area that you're in. Throw in some history about what you're, you know, the area that you're camped in. And you don't have to do that in real life. Make videos. That way nobody's tracking where you are in real time. And a lot of the channels I watch do that. And it's cool. And you have a different perspective being a hobo. You know, I mean, it's a much different lifestyle than people that just go out and stealth camp, you know, once in a while.
right.
This is what you do. So show people what you do. Throw some freaking history in there and make it yours. You know, and you don't need to. And I'm telling you, you do that for a while, Jose. People are going to either back off, leave you alone, or they'll accept you back into their channels because you'll be acting in a different manner. That's just my opinion.
Well, I never muted you.
Huh?
No, you kind of came in.
I never heard her. I saw the icon, but I never heard her.
Yeah, she just typed in the comment.
She should try again because I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I just let her up. That's all I did.
So, okay, Jose, let's do this. I won't challenge you unless a creator asks me to do something. Okay? Just try for God's sake to just not poke the bears because you keep poking the bears and they're going to keep fighting back and it can get really ugly. Uglier than what you've been seeing. We've all watched what's happened to Zane and other people offline. No one has any clue of the amount of trolling that was happening to Zane because he wasn't sharing it online. It was bad, Jose. It's still going on. And it's not right.
Yeah,
And
that part isn't right. And then whoever got his channel terminated is a sick, demented
well,
person.
you know, some of that's on him. So let's just overlook that. I'm not going to comment on all that. But hey, Ann, honey, I can't. Yeah, I can't hear her.
Hold on. I guess that's on her part, but she just I think okay. Hold on, let me unblock her
Oh
on
yeah, you might have her blocked somewhere. Yep.
uh, it's so difficult doing things on the phone though.
Yep. I know.
Because I do have a laptop and I do all that shit, the technical stuff on the laptop.
That's much easier, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a Chromebook. It's
Right.
it's brand new to me.
Good for you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna step down off here, but I just wanted you to understand where I've been
Okay.
coming from. Okay? And I don't want to fight with you. I'd like to see good things for you. It, you know, I mean, it's up to you to do that. But you know, I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to say what I thought I needed to say.
I
And
always give people the opportunity.
not on other panels, Jose. You tend to do the you tend to do, and don't take this wrongly, but a kind of a juvenile response instead of having a conversation. Because I
Right.
understand it, because you feel you're being attacked. And I get that, but it degrades the whole ability to have that conversation. You know, maybe it'd be better if you just said, can we take this conversation to my channel? Let's do this one-on-one, rather than to, you know, fall back into over talking people kind of stuff, because it just takes any validity out of what you're saying when you do that. So, you know, and I get it, because being attacked from a couple different directions sucks, you know, but maybe try that approach. Just say, you know what, if we're having a problem, let's go to my channel, let's talk it out. It might be better for you in the long run, because we're having an adult conversation here,
Right.
and that's cool, right?
Yes. I
You
I
know,
do talk to people normally.
you
Yes, you
do.
can, and you're unblocked. Um, I do talk to people, and people realize when they start to talking to me, they're like, "Okay, you're not the one behind the troll name." And I'm like, "No." And like I told this other lady that we were like literally feuding because she honestly thought it was me trolling her. And I said, next time you have somebody using my profile picture of me and my dog, ask them to show my dog because every dog is different and the real owner has the real dog, obviously.
Well, and I totally believe that there's trolls that are using the situation to their advantage to make it worse, because that's what they do. You know, but you've done a fair number of trolling and calling and all that shit too. You know, so it's you know, you can't you will not be able to stop that trolling behavior towards you if you don't stop it in return.
I
There's just
Okay,
it's like
all
taking
right.
the air out of the room, right? If you
So
don't
let me
respond, they got nothing.
to let the enemy think. Okay, sometimes when things are failing and they want to believe it's you, sometimes you just gotta let them believe it's you. And yes, that is
Ex-
my mistake.
It is, you know, and I totally believe that once you give a troll that's trolling you anything to respond to you with, they kind of just give up, because the fun has just been removed from the game,
Right.
you know, and it's like sucking the air right out of the room. And it kills them off,
And
and that's exactly what I.
the part that I don't get is like when you block these people multiple times with different names, they end up going to dox your family, dox your name, give out
Right.
all sorts of information. Like, what's the point of that?
I know.
What's the
It's not
point of
right,
that?
Jose. It's not right. It's absolutely not right.
Once in a while, Kaz unblocks me, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm unblocked. Cool. Nice.
Are you still waiting for the $500 to block me?
Oh, that was just a joke.
I know it was.
Because they're doing that little child game, Block Jose.
It was actually pretty funny, Jose. Yeah, believe me, if Cause wanted to block me, he just blocked me. He wouldn't need money
Right.
to do it. But all right, all right. I'm gonna step down up here, and I appreciate you allowing me to talk up here. Okay. You take care, Jose.
Okay. So, if you like the content that you're hearing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and also check out let's see what's his channel's name. He's on here. but he goes under Father of 298. I'm checking. StreamYards only goes back so far. Evil or EV1L Gamer 98 is his channel name. Go check him out. Subscribe to him. He'll like the subscription. Go and give him a warm hug through the likes and the hearts. See, this is okay. I don't know who's, because this is kind of hard to believe. And, you know, Stella does say stuff like this. And it's kind of hard to not believe that this is not her. So this is what she's just look at it. See? This is from Stella's username. Do you want me to contact? I will get audio interview. See, the thing is, they barely answer for me. Why the hell do you think they're gonna answer for you? The only reason they may answer is if you use my number as a spoofing, which you guys do clearly do. You've done it to me while I was at my parents' house. You made it look like it was their cell phone number. And when I answered it, it was one of you guys that actually answered and talked. So stop trying to play this Jose is not innocent game, because it's getting old. That's way farther than it needs to be said. I mean, like Jesse pointed out, why aren't you reading the private chats? Because private chats isn't really that important to me all that well. I mean, like, this is bullshit. I'm just gonna be smart about this. I have yet to call you. You know what? I'm gonna look up the last text message that I've talked to you. Alright, here we go. Alright, here you go. I thought I saved it. Here we go. Oh boy. I guess it's not in this phone. I gotta share it with. I thought I had it in this phone. But, let me go to conversations. Okay, I can't find it in the contacts here, but, it might not be you, Stella. It might not be you. Somebody's spoofing your number to make me think it's you. And it's been a hot minute since I talked to you, Stella. Like, literally. The only time we really had conversations and little highs and buys type thing is usually through YouTube on StreamYards. I have never contacted you ever since that dispute. Now, for Andrew Guzman, I can pull that up. I actually have Andrew as Andrew G-Man. So, the last time that hold on, copyright shit. The last time that I actually talked to Andrew was September 2020, Friday. He asked who's live. I sent him a StreamYard link, and I told him to go to DuckDuckGo to hide your IP or whatever. He asked who's getting exposed. No one, but I think I was told to host, and I'm doing it for the views. For the hosting part. Okay, laughing out loud. Host for who? Can't say. Wednesday, September 23rd, 2020. He asked, "What's up?" I showed him a video of a fake crypt. This year, let alone, I sent him this year, March 4th, 2021. I asked him to call me. It's Jose. That's when I was in Coachella Valley, to see if he wanted to hang out, but he never did. And I moved on. From there, I moved on. Okay. This is bullshit, Stella. You need to stop with the back thing. But anyway, guys, I'm not paying more attention to that. So it's been too long. I gotta get out of here. You guys have fun. Peace, love, stay true, and be happy. I'm out of here.